Torres para Lucha Libre Online, la marca número 1 de Pro Wrestling y Combat Sports en el mundo. Mi invitada especial en la tarde, noche o mañana de hoy, dependiendo de cuando ustedes estén viendo esto, su campeona mundial de las knockouts de Impact Wrestling. Llega aquí a Lucha Libre Online, Jordynne Grace. It's an honor and a privilege to have you back. How are you doing today, champ?
I'm great, actually. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. And I need to start the interview with the obvious thing. And it's the fact that you are a two-time knockouts champion, reigning, defending knockouts champion. How did it felt, first of all, making history in a Queen of a Mountain match last weekend on Impact Wrestling? How do you feel at that moment when you finally could conquer back your precious title?
I felt amazing. I was so happy and elated. I was so happy that the match went off like so well. Things could not have gone better. It was an incredible experience. I will truly never forget.
Jordynne, you were with amazing competitors inside that match. However, you remain top because you are the top dog inside the knockouts division in Impact Wrestling. Does the title basically tells the world what you are, or did you already felt like you were on top of the rest of the competition and Impact?
I think the title definitely solidifies my place. I think that honestly, I feel like I'm the hardest working knock in the locker room. I feel like I've been really giving wrestling my everything for, the past year or two since the pandemic, since I lost the title the first time. I've just been really grinding mentally, physically, emotionally, and I feel like the fact that I have this title now and am essentially the face of the knockouts division, that solidifies everything for me.
Jordynne, you already conquered the Knockouts Tag Team Championship. You're the current Knockouts champion, and you also conquered the Digital Media Championship. You basically held every single title you could held inside Impact Wrestling. However, due to the multiple partnerships inside the company, we've seen knockouts being on, for example, on AAA or on Ring of Honor or other companies. Is that something Jordynne Grace is trying to pursue in order to expand her reach and her dominance inside the whole wrestling industry?
It's definitely not something that I'm focused on, to be completely honest with you. I'm more focused on being a company woman and bringing more eyes to Impact. That's my whole thing. So I think I'm more focused on not trying to get outside the company, but on bringing more people inside the company, if that makes sense.
It definitely does. Over there, you have coaches and producers and talented minds like Gail Kim, for example. How does it feel for you as a woman and as a wrestler to have the opportunity to pick the brain of someone like Gail Kim?
She is incredible. Ever since I got to Impact Wrestling, she's been one of the people that has always been telling me to be more intense. And when I first got to Impact, I didn't have that. And now I have it every single match. So she's really the person that brought every match you see that I like look intense, or I'm yelling, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cuss.
You can curse.
Okay. Or I'm making an ugly face. That is because of Gail Kim.
Jordynne, you've been with Impact Wrestling only for 4 years, but it felt like, as mentioned, you basically did everything. What's the thing that amazed you the most of the woman that entered Impact Wrestling back in 2018 compared to the woman you are today?
I feel like, honestly, I've completely reinvented myself. I'm a better wrestler. I'm a better athlete. I'm in way better shape than I was when I first started at Impact. And I've completely transformed as a wrestler. I feel like I'm so much more confident. And I think that that's really reflected in everything, in my promos, in my wrestling, in being able to communicate and talk to people about my ideas, like during matches. So I really feel like that person in 2018, when I first got into wrestling, is a complete stranger now.
Jordynne, as one of the main faces inside the whole women's division worldwide, I need to ask this question. Like, where's your mindset right now? Multiple talents have always been talking about contract things and everything. For example, the Good Brothers did, MJF, another company, in WWE also happens. Is Jordynne Grace planning to stay with Impact Wrestling as their, as the basically a jewel on the crown of the knockouts division for a while, long term, or where are you at right now?
Wrestling is a very undecided business all the time. So I have about a year left in my contract, and honestly, I would love to stay with Impact Wrestling, but you never know what the future holds, right? Like, my goal would be before I leave Impact or before I retire to hold every single title at Impact. So if I could do that before I eventually leave, that would be great. But you know, it just kind of depends. If another company comes to me and offers me $1 million, it'd be kind of stupid for me to not to go, right?
Of course.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but who knows, right? We'll see.
I think eventually it's going to happen, which leads me to my next point, your physical transformation. You are on better shape than, I will say, easily 90% of the whole wrestling industry. You are ripped, you are on a different shape, but the athleticism, the stamina you have inside the ring is something completely ridiculous. You can do a 5-minute match, you can do a 30-minute match, you can wrestle guys, you can wrestle tag teams, trios, whatever they want, you will do it. What's the key behind your success?
There's no secret to my success, honestly. It's just hard work and preparation. Those are the two main things. There's no secret to it. It's just I've been very consistent with everything, with my diet, with working out, with my training, and that's what it is. That's how I've been able to be successful so far.
If you allow me, I'm going to say a few things in Spanish very quick. Impact Wrestling presenta, tiene dos eventos. Uno, el 1 de julio, Against All Odds, va a estar disponible a través de Impact Plus. Y el 2 de julio va a tener Southern Hostility, un evento directamente de Atlanta, Georgia. Si estás en el área latino que me escucha, agarra tus boletos en impactwrestling.com y llega directamente en las redes de Impact. Hay un poquito más de información sobre ello. Pero hay un evento súper increíble que es el Southern Hostility. Vas a tener por ahí a Jordynne, vas a tener a Josh Alexander, vas a tener a Moose, vas a tener a Purazzo, Eddie Edwards, entre muchísimas otras superestrellas. Así que si estás en el área de Atlanta, este es tu momento. Adquiere tus boletos a través de impactwrestling.com. Y si no estás en Atlanta, puedes verlo desde tu casa, sea a través de Fight TV o a través de Impact Plus, pero bríndate la oportunidad de ver el producto de Impact. Además de eso, todos los jueves a las 8 de la noche, hora del este, Impact presenta su programación semanal en Access TV y en YouTube a través de la suscripción de los Impact Insiders, desde solo $1 hasta $5, y puedes dialogar bastante frecuente con los talentos. En adición a esto, shopimpact.com para toda la mercancía. Jordynne, before we go, I wanted to say it's been an honor to have you here as our guest. I thank you very much for your time. Last but not least, what message can you send to the whole knockouts division to put them on notice, basically, so they can come after that title and come after you, basically? Like, you're the head of the whole knockouts division. What message can you send to all the girls like now?
I think if any of the knockouts want to challenge me for the title, they're more than welcome to. But I just think that they need to make sure that they're working harder than me, because that's the only way that they're going to win this title.
That's definitely something we're interested in seeing, a good matchup. Jordynne, we wish you success in everything you propose in your career and in your personal life. Thank you very much for your time. And let's wrap this up en español. Jordynne Grace, su campeona de las knockouts de Impact Wrestling, y Michael Morales Torres para Lucha Libre Online, la marca número 1 de Pro Wrestling y Combat Sports en el mundo.